Ayan, I'm live. Ayan, wait lang. Let me just share this. Hello, hello, hello everyone ng mga nanonood sa recording. Hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ayan, let me just share the live. Let me just share this live, guys, for a while. Ayan. There, nag-notify na siya. Wait lang. Share. Copy link. Hello, hello everyone. Hello po sa mga nanonood sa recording. Ayan, welcome, welcome to our live stream. Ayan, today ay pangmalakasan ng ating topic. Ayan, para sa mga future freelancers out there, mga beshi, hello, hello. Ayan, ipapashare ko lang yung live sa Discord. Pa-share, please. Hi, Shanley. Shanley, pwede yung pa-share sa ano natin, please? Sa Barangay VA. Thank you. Ayan, i-approve ko na lang siya kasi ban tayo ngayon sa Facebook mag-post sa groups, nakakaloka. Never na talaga ako mag-post ng Discord link sa Facebook. Ayan. Hello, mag-hi naman kayo sa comment section once you're here para mag-greet ka namin. Hello! Welcome, welcome guys to our live cast. Ay, may pending post na. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you. Pa-share na rin sa Discord, please. Maraming maraming salamat. Hi, Shanley! Hello, hello kay Ruth. Hello, hello, hello. Ayan. Guys, if you're here, please say hi, Mitch. Ay, Mitch, hindi ko pa na-film yung yung pinadala mo sa akin, but thank you. Napaka-cute ng tote bag. Come on. Hello, hello, Mitch. Ayan. Hello, hello. Ayan, please say hi if you're here. We start in a few. Ayan, napakaganda ng topic natin ngayon. Ayan. Hi, Kim. Hello, hello. Just made my TikTok and did the challenge. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. Update me. Congratulations for starting. Ayan. You're welcome. Guys, say hi naman sa comment section pang malakasan ng ating topic for tonight. Yes, napakasaya kasi para ito sa mga future, okay, freelancers out there. Ayan ang ating topic for tonight is all about the business mindset with our special guest. Kilala niyo na, nandiyan na sa description box, si Abrera. Come on. Yes. Ayan. So, please share and like this live nang makarating to sa mga friends, family, workmates, sa mga ex nyo. Ayan, paalalang ito yung iniwanan nyo. Charis. Ayan, so if you're here once again, say hi mga beshi. Ayan, say hi. Mag-hi kayo, huwag kayo mahiya. Tapos if you have questions later, ayan, i-drop niyo lang sa comment section ang questions so we can flash and answer. Ayan. Pag may time, ayan, meron yan, may time naman yan, for sure. Anyways, it's 6:03. Okay, I think we need to start. Ayan, and I am very excited to introduce to you guys our special guest for tonight. Okay, she is a video marketing strategist and producer and the co-founder and CEO of Braveworks Inc, an eight-figure social impact marketing agency that specializes in human-centered communication and creative strategy designed to uplift society. Taray. She's also an official TikTok edu creator with more than 120,000 followers and a business coach for starting creatives in developing countries starting with the Philippines. Hindi ba tayo tapos mga sis, ha? She's a film degree from the University of the Philippines Film Institute and went into marketing and advertising for 5 years before founding her company with her husband, May. Taray. They grew Braveworks Inc. Nakita ko yung story yan the other day into an eight-figure corporations in 6 years, producing billions in results for a wide range of clients from micro entrepreneurs to renowned clients with USAID, Coca Cola, Huffpost, and the Futur to entire cities. Ayan. With her extensive knowledge and experience in film, advertising, entrepreneurship, and performance, Kia has become a seasoned expert in the realm of the video and content marketing, confidence, and performance. She's also a speaker, trainer, and consultant for corporations and cities pangmalakasan on creative entrepreneurship, communication and creative strategy, social media, social marketing, and design thinking. In 2020, she was recognized by Yahoo Finance UK, wow, as one of the top 10 coaches that helps entrepreneurs build and scale online businesses during the pandemic in 2020. She was also featured guest expert on video and content marketing for international entrepreneur communities like Boss Babe and Future Females. Ito na. And she was featured as the first Filipino guest in the Boss Babe podcast. Wow. With over 1 million downloads all over the world, joining the rank of high-profile authorities Tony Robbins, wow, Dean Graziosi, and Jamie Kern Lima to name a few. She has also been featured as a business mentor in local entrepreneurship communities like Go Negosyo. Wow, I don't know Go Negosyo. I know Go Negosyo and local podcasts in her home country, the Philippines, as well as in Connected Women and TED. Oh, TEDx speaker Pia Silva's show, Your Business Whose Boss podcast, along with other local international podcasts as media outfits. Guys, our special guest for today is none other than, of course, Kia Abrera. Come on!
Hello!
Hello! Ayan, mag-hi naman kay
Good
Kia sa comment
evening.
section. Good evening, good
Hello,
evening.
hi everybody. Hello. Hindi ko
Hello.
makikita yung comment section ngayon, pero I'm just gonna rely on Jam.
Yes, don't worry. I will flash it for us later pag may mga questions. But thank you for saying yes to this, Kia,
Thank you. Thank you for having
pangmalakasan.
me. Ay,
Of
pangmalakasan.
course, yeah. Guys, mag-hi kayo sa
Yeah!
comment section. Ayan.
Hi
Anyways,
everybody.
for today, mga beshi, ang pag-uusapan natin is very important, lalo na sa mga future freelancers out there. We are here to break everyone's mindset kasi madami dito. Ang background nitong topic na to, guys, is since pandemic happened, sobrang natuwa ang mga nakaramdam ng work from home. Now na RTO na sa return to office, people just want to quit and start freelancing. Akala nila like it's super easy, just like employment, 'di ba? Ganun ang decision making nila, ganun kabilis. So tonight, we're gonna break that mindset with the help of Kia. Ayan. Hello, hello there. And wag na natin patagalin pa mga beshi dahil napakaganda ng topic na to, no? Let's start with question number 1. Comment ready if you're ready. Come on. Ayan, comment ready if you're ready. Ayan, sige. Let's differentiate muna siguro, Kia.
Mhm.
Yung difference between freelancing and the corporate world. Ano ba ang difference nun?
Actually, ano yan eh. If you're going to look at the word freelance, pag tinignan mo yung etymology ng word na freelance, oh, di ba? Nag-dive in tayo straight to etymology.
Etymology. Yes.
Yes, it's ano siya actually eh. I also did my research on this, but ang freelance kasi na term, it means it's a term that was used in the late parang 18th century. Para yun sa mga knights or what they call the lances na
Uh-huh.
nagaano sila, lumalaban sila dun sa tao or para dun sa country, sa bayan na babayaran sila ng mas malaki. So, they don't have any affiliations with any organizations. Wala silang affiliations with any, parang wala silang commitment to any one country, to any one nation. Basta they will go work for the highest bidder. So ngayon, if we're going to take that into context, we're going to take that meaning into account sa ginagawa natin ngayon as creative freelancers, as digital marketing freelancers, and all of these things. It means that we're not affiliated with any one company. Hindi
Yes.
tayo we have our own say sa clients na gusto nating makatrabaho.
Yes.
Um sa mga tao or mga individuals or business owners na gusto natin makatrabaho, we have our own say.
Yeah.
Whereas in the corporate setup, the only time na meron kang say kung sino yung makakatrabaho mo is when you're actually hunting for a job.
Yep.
So that entire time, once that you sign your name on the dotted line in a corporate setup, sila yung commitment mo na sa kanila na. So 'di ba meron din
Yes.
silang mga rules na bawal ka mag-moonlight or bawal ka
Yes.
mag-work for a competing industry or whatever while you're in that 9 to 5 commitment. So that's the basic definition or the basic difference between freelancing and being in corporate. It's that
Yes.
freelancing, ikaw yung may say sa kung kanino ka pupunta.
Yes.
Sa corporate job, once you've signed on the dotted line, that's it. Sa kanila ka
Correct.
committed.
Correct. Sobrang totoo yan. And ako din na isang victim neto before. Kasi back then, I used to be a training manager of a restaurant. And
Mhm.
because napagod ako emotionally, ayan, so I decided to resign. Sabi ko, my gosh, mag-freelance na lang kaya ako kasi ang saya ng mga freelancers, ang tataas ng sahod, ganyan. So wala akong kaplano-plano, I resigned. Naalala ko pa dati, may loan pa ako sa company noon, hindi ko na tinapos. Like, umalis na ako ng walang plano. And then
Mhm.
naghahanap na ako ng mga clients. Naloka ko, girl. That's not 2018. That was 2018. And ang hirap pala kumuha. As in, literally, for a quarter, I had no money. Wala akong ipon. And sabi ko, mali ata yung desisyon kong um, mag-go for freelancing ng ganun-ganun lang, ng walang plan, no? I failed to have this, I failed to research about it. At kasi
Mhm.
ang feeling ko doon is all about parang employment lang din. Where in fact, business pala siya as a freelancer. So, I wanna ask, no, and this is for everybody, how important is it to have a business mindset as a freelancer?
That's a good question. Kasi actually ako, for me, I consider the entrepreneurial mindset as essential in any field, not just in freelancing. Kahit na empleyado ka, you have an advantage if you think like an entrepreneur. And let me explain. If you have an entrepreneurial mindset, you value your skills.
Yes.
So, pag binavalue mo yung skills mo, you treat your employer as the client, you treat your employer as someone who pays you because of your skill, right?
Yes.
So, yung mga terms na, I'm the corporate slave, ganyan, I do what they tell me to do. We have to reframe that mindset. We have to reframe that thought na the reason kung bakit ako nandito is because kailangan ko sila.
Yes.
So if you have an entrepreneurship mindset, if you have an entrepreneurial mindset, you start to look at yourself as someone who can bring value to a company,
Correct.
someone who can bring value to an individual. And then if you have that confidence in what you can do, you're also investing in your upskilling, you're investing in your personal development, you're investing in yourself kasi sa business ganun eh. Kailangan
Yes.
continuously nag-i-invest ka dun sa growth ng business mo eh. In this case, if you're the freelancer, you are the business.
Yes.
As an entrepreneur, it is your responsibility to level yourself up, to be more valuable so that they will perceive you as valuable.
Yes.
So once they perceive you as valuable, they're going to be willing to pay your price. They're going to be willing to work in the way that you you feel is more ideal. They will respect your process. They will respect your own expertise. So
Exactly.
kailangan natin magkaroon ng that's the importance. That's the importance of having a business ready mindset, because
Yes.
we need to start thinking of ourselves more as entrepreneurs rather than commodities. Kasi yung
Correct.
creativity, nako-commoditize siya because of the way that we think
Correct.
about this.
Correct. And that is the reason why ako din, kasi before when I started as a freelancer, I did not really invest on what they call this, on upskilling, like mga programs, mga
Mhm.
ganyan. I did not, because I relied on my current skills as a training manager of restaurants. Kung ano natutunan ko or whatever I do sa previous company ko, that's what I did sa mga naging clients ko. Same as when naging social media manager ako, yun din ginawa ko since before pa, 2018, I did food vlogging already and all. Doon ako nagsimula, food vlogging, foodie-foodie, ganyan. And kung ano lang alam ko, yun lang ang nabibigay kong output. So, I feel so limited. I
Mhm.
feel so limited as a business na parang sabi ko, hindi to pwede. I need to upskill. And that is the reason why I started slowly investing on programs like FB ads, like yung mga I bought a lot of programs from NAS Academy. And recently, Kia, I invested on likha, 'di ba? Would you like to talk to us about likha? Kasi lalo na sa mga creative entrepreneurs, no? Maganda itong
Mhm.
investment na ito, 'di ba? Why, like,
Yeah.
ano yung objective ni likha, Kia?
Yeah, sure. So, Likha Creative Entrepreneurship Summit, as the name suggests, is for people who want to upskill in the way that they do business using their creativity, right? So, um, we we designed this event so that people can improve their own processes, and then they can do parang we don't want people to have better businesses. We want them to become better entrepreneurs. So there's a difference there. So yung Likha Creative Entrepreneurship Summit, we're going to be talking about, of course, creativity in practice. We're going to be talking about creativity with impact, creativity in education. Because yun nga, in today's day and age, our content marketing is always filled with education content. So how do we maximize education in terms of creativity? And then creativity in communication. And then one of the most important ones, which is what yung pinag-uusapan natin ngayon, is how can we reset our mindset in terms of
Yes.
being a creative entrepreneur. So the way that this entire event was designed, it's to give us a different experience of creative entrepreneurship that's not just money driven. Kasi yung money, yung influence, yung growth and all of these things, it's a result of a process.
Yes.
And kami, we would rather teach people at yung parang famous proverb yun, 'di ba? You teach people how to fish
Yes. Yes.
instead of giving them fish. That's what we wanted
Yes.
to do. That's the whole thought process behind the Likha Creative Entrepreneurship Summit. So that's what we wanted to teach people to that's what we want people to accomplish.
And very excited kasi Kia will be one of the main speakers, 'di ba? Who
Yes.
else is speaking nga? Who else is speaking sa likha?
Who else is speaking? Of course, we have AJ Di Marukot, who is a Filipino. He started as a graphic designer, but now he's also big in NFTs. But some of his famous clients include Nike, Jordan, yung Air Jordan yata, I believe so. So he's always been one of the parang the pioneers and the thought leaders in terms of graphic design here in the Philippines and abroad. And then we have Prim Paipon, who's big in the social impact marketing space. Like the way that he creates and envisions something, he calls himself the dream engineer. So
Wow.
he helps parang mga less fortunate communities all over the Philippines. So yung work niya in terms of creativity is all about that. So siya yung nag-conduct. It was actually his company na yung nag-conduct nung 7 out of 10 Filipinos do not have a dream. Siya yung
Okay.
nag-conduct nun. So that was a 9-year study. Tapos
Wow.
yung lumabas dun is the number one reason, you would think it's like poverty or lack of resources, pero the number one reason is actually discouraging words. Siya yung nag-conduct ng study
Oh,
yun across
makes
100.
sense.
Yeah, right? So 100,000 parang Filipino teenagers. And then the third one is Miss Laika Maravilla, who I think people
Yes,
know,
of
who's big in the
course.
education space. She's been using her content and her own creativities to speak about or to help people, pass their CETs, pass their board exams, and things like that. And she uses her platform to do that. So I've spoken with Laika many times. We work on a UNICEF we worked
Yeah.
on a UNICEF campaign together. So it's super sobrang I love Laika. She's amazing. And I know that she can teach people so much about, continuously educating others, using their creativities, their own brand of creativities. And I'm going to be talking about creativity in communication. And of course, Chris Do, Chris Do, who's flying in all the way from, by the time, all the way from California. So we're flying him in this September. He's going to be talking about creative mind reset. So how do we reframe the way that we think about creativity, especially as creatives in a developing country? Meron
Yeah.
tayong sarili nating mga challenges eh. And then on day two, if you have a VIP ticket or you have a hybrid pass, you're going to have access to the content marketing intensive with Chris Do. That's going to be 4 hours.
Ay,
And yung content marketing na yon, I mean, you guys know that Chris is amazing at content marketing. You would think he has a big team, but he is very optimized in his process. So um I'll I'm so excited for everybody to learn his content marketing, like his deep dive, kasi it always starts with how you ano with the way that you frame your own experiences, how you can tell your
yeah.
stories in a way that's effective, yung ganon. So I'm excited. I know what he's gonna talk about because we've been calling back and forth about it, but and
Sobrang excited
so
ako.
it's super duper exciting. He's gonna create an entirely new talk for this. Kaya, basta, it's super exciting. It's
Nako,
super
isa ako
exclusive.
doon. Bumili ako ng VIP.
Yes.
Excited. Oo, kasi
Exciting.
lalo na I'm trying to build my agency now slowly. Kaya I
Mhm.
super need this talaga. Ayan. So, perfect. And the link for Likha, if you want to know more about Likha Summit, it's gonna be in the description box.
Mhm.
Ayan, okay? And also the links of Kia are in the description box, mga beshi. Don't forget to follow her. And that is the reason why, guys, upskill, yung pag-upskill is very important. Ako, starting siguro 2 months ago, whenever I get my salary, I set aside a certain percentage for my learning budget because I really
Mhm.
need to really be updated. Lalo na kung mag-social media marketer ka, sobrang daming updates monthly. Kaya lagi ako nagsaset aside ng money for that para may budget ako for that. Kasi right now, no, ang daming gusto mag-freelance, Kia. Napakadaming
I
gusto
know.
mag-freelance and
Yes.
everything, like most of my comments on TikTok nalagay, pwede bang walang experience? Paano pag walang experience? Tawag dito, yung mga ganun mindsets na, alam mo yon, nasa employee mindset pa rin sila at this
Mhm.
point na akala nila parang I really wanna quit my job right away. I wanna freelance now. Ganyan na parang oh my gosh, in one snap. Like
Mhm.
please don't make the same mistake I did few years ago. No, mahirap siya. So
Mhm.
what we wanna talk about, ano yung mga mindsets na kailangan i-break, 'di
Mm.
ba? As a future freelancer kasi madami siya eh. Like we have to ano eh, everything starts with our mindset, eh, 'di ba? Pagdating natin dito, what are like
Mhm.
siguro let's give three mindsets to
Top
break.
3. Okay.
Top three.
Top 3. Actually, marami yan. But if I was gonna choose top 3 na pinaka-common, number 1, pag nag-freelance ka, you own your time. Number
Yes.
2, number 2, kapag nag-freelance ka, 6 figures right away.
Correct.
And then number 3, and this is one of the most common in any entrepreneur or people who want to become entrepreneurs, you can be your own boss.
Correct.
And yung keyword dito is right away. Okay?
Instant gratification.
Instant gratification. If you want to go into freelancing, you play the long game.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Um, yung yung hawak mo na yung oras mo pag definitely hawak mo yung oras
Yeah.
mo. It's your what you do with your time is gonna be your prerogative, right? However,
Yeah.
pag wala kang gagawin, pag wala kang sarili mong initiative, wala kang sales process, wala kang lead generation process, wala ka nung any of those things, wala kang knowledge about those things, sorry to say, hawak mo yung oras mo, hindi mo mahahawakan ng pera mo.
Correct. I like
Okay?
that. I like that.
So, you're not gonna be able to earn if you're just sitting around. Wala kang quincenas, wala kang employee benefits. Okay? So there is no real sense of security. Actually, virtually in any endeavor, wala talaga naman tayong parang sense of security without
Yeah.
sacrificing something else,
Yeah.
right? So, um number two is six figures agad, right?
Woo!
While it's you can get to six figures much faster because you have control over what you can parang what you can charge. Meron ka pa ring mga downsides to that. Kasi the reason why, people like, for example, people like me, or people like other consultants that I know, I'd like to say that I reached a point in my career that I can get paid for my thinking. Okay, so um, I have consultancies that I charge six figures for, and that's because you're solving higher level problems.
Yeah.
Ngayon, if you're just starting and you're not yet able to do that, hindi ka pa makakatalk sa isang client about their bottom line, about their revenue, about profit and loss, about all these factors that affect their bottom line. All the other factors na nakakaapekto ng marketing nila, paano ka tumitingin ng mga resulta, ano yung mga proseso na kailangan mo gawin. All of these different things, right? As a strategist.
Yeah.
If you're not going to be able to talk to them about that, hindi mo pa kayang i-troubleshoot yung problema nila sa ganung level. It's going to be very hard for you to maintain a sense of integrity while charging six figures.
Yeah.
And I think it's sa mga nagiging common mistake na we think that we can charge premium without bringing premium service.
Correct.
Right? And it takes certain time for one to reach that level. Okay? I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying it is. It's just hard. Mahirap,
I
guys.
agree.
Mahirap siya. Lahat ng
Yeah.
endeavors, meron talaga. I mean, ganun din naman sa corporate, di ba? If you wanna climb the corporate ladder, there's a certain level of challenge to it pa rin. Di ba? Meron pa rin eh. So, getting to six figures, whether as an employee, as an entrepreneur, as a freelancer, as a consultant, whatever, there is a certain ladder that you have to climb before you can reach yung mga resulta na nakuha na ng iba. Right? And then the third one is being your own boss. And this is something that I also learned from Pia Silva, who yung podcast niya is called Show Your Business Who's Boss. And the reason why she called it that way is because most of us think that when we have a business, we are our own boss. But actually, it's not. The case is, if we have a business, our business is our boss. We're working for the business right now.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Especially when we start, diba? Especially when we start. So, wala kang kliyente, wala kang pera.
Yeah.
Okay? If you don't, your business has its own challenges. It has its own requirements. It's your number one client. It's your boss. Your business is your boss at that point. And that's okay. Diba? So, those are the three parang different usual mindsets that I come across whenever someone goes into freelancing or into any kind of creative entrepreneurship.
Yeah, and I agree na it really takes time.
Mhm.
Me with restaurant training consultancy, it took me 2 years before I reached
Mm.
that mark. And
Yeah.
the only reason why I had to let go of it is because nagka-pandemic, nagsarado yung mga dine-in na restaurants. And now I'm so happy. I'm slowly going back to it kasi actually may client ako incoming hopefully, pero I'm slowly going back to it kasi ito talaga yung first love ko eh. Restaurant training,
Mhm.
hospitality, that's my first love. Customer service, yun talaga ang passion ko. And it really takes time. Ako talaga, I started as a server and then I got promoted as a trainer and then naging training officer and then naging training manager consultant. So it really takes time. Everything takes time. Nothing big happens on an instant, in an instant I mean, 'di ba? So talagang you'll work for it. You'll super work for it. And same as me dito sa social media marketing space, building my own startup agency, it's gonna take time for me to get there also. And I'm
Mhm.
slowly investing also sa sarili ko. Ayan, just for me to get there. So guys, do not rush. And I think yung mga factors kung bakit may ganong mindset ang marami is because number one, they tend to compare themselves sa other people. That's
Mhm.
number one. Number two is also because they get it from other content creators, like how they market freelancing na parang no experience needed. Eh doon talaga ako, kaya doon ako na-trigger a lot of times. May mga nakikita ko doon na no experience needed, ganyan-ganyan.
Mhm.
Work from paradise, 6 digits, tawag dito, hawak mo yung sarili mong oras. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, flexi time ako with all of my clients, yung tatlong clients na American clients, flexi time ako. But girl, hindi ko maramdaman yung flexi time ko. Even
Flexi time.
Sundays.
Yeah, go.
Did you go through that also? Na parang even Sundays, you would work. Yung flexi time mo, sino ka dyan? Parang hindi ko siya naramdaman.
Mm.
'Di ba?
Yeah, yeah. Yung sa'kin nga actually ano, eh, parang yung flexi time ibig sabihin kahit Saturday puwede kang mag-work, yung gano'n.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. And yun nga, eh, actually pet peeve ko rin 'yan. Nakikita ko yung mga mina-market nga nila yung the freelance lifestyle as, you can work from anywhere, work from the beach, own your time, earn six figures. And I feel like it's all the wrong reasons to enter the freelancing business.
Yeah,
Okay?
totoo.
Yeah. So, ang sa'kin kasi, you want to enter into any endeavor, not just in freelancing, 'di ba? But if we're gonna be talking about freelancing talaga, um, if you want to enter in this endeavor, you enter it because you want to serve people. You enter it
Exactly.
because nabasa ko to sa book ni Seth Godin. It's called The Practice. Alam ko this is marketing yung laging sinasabi ng mga tao, but I believe that the best Seth Godin book so far for me is called The Practice, Shipping Creative Work. He said na the reason why we go into something is that um parang we tread a path with no guaranteed we tread the path with no guarantees, and we do it because it's the generous thing to do. Kasi between the process and the results, usually yung minamarket ng ibang, these freelancing
Results.
gurus is the results. That's what they
Yeah,
market.
yeah,
But what they don't market is the process. So
yeah.
when you say between kasi these two things, results and process, alin dun yung meron kang control?
'Di ba yung process?
The process. So
Yeah,
you can't enter into something just because someone else has gotten the results. Just because someone else has done six figures, just because someone else has done seven figures, just because someone has closed a five-figure project. Nakikita niyo yan, di ba? Mga screenshot ng
yeah,
mga, uy, I earned, may ganyan-ganyan, I earned, chu-chu-chu-chu. Um, these are results that's unique to them because of what they have done. It's because of the resources that they had. And the learning kasi, it's just a small piece of it. The way that you synthesize and apply those learnings is what's going to impact your results. So
Yeah.
yung mga resulta na to, it's not just because of, one course, or it's not because of one program, or one community, or one membership, or whatever it is. 'Di ba? These results are all achieved because of the way that people improved their own processes. So I would rather you go into freelancing because you love the process, and because you're passionate about a problem that you want to solve.
To solve.
You're passionate
Yes.
about solving a particular problem. So
Yes.
we focus on the process, and then we let the results speak for themselves.
Yes. Kaya nga whenever I create content sa TikTok, lagi kong yung content na nilalabas ko is kasalungat nung sinasabi nila na 6 digits, lahat yon.
Mm.
Sabi ko, ano ba ang real talk sa freelancing
Mm.
world? Kasi girl, naramdaman ko yun myself.
Yeah.
Diba? Ang daming na heartbroken because of that. People would say,
Mm.
pasok ka dito, apply ka dito, no experience needed. Tapos wala naman silang training na pinoprovide. O
Mm.
paano yon?
Tapos
Tapos
mangangapa ka pa
rejected
rin.
sila.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's
and
right.
and most of the people who does that are also freelancers who wants to earn extra because once na may mapasok silang VA, they get commissions out of it,
Right.
and they're using the benefits and the results as a
Mm.
marketing strategy,
Yeah.
diba? Which is so
Yeah.
bad. For me,
Yeah.
ako yun.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I used to believe that too eh. Yung about sa pag-market ng desired future state, ng desired na ano. I mean, I still believe in the desired future state, but what kind of desired future state are we actually prioritizing? So, for example, yung nagma-market ng earn 6 digits, earn this, and own your time, and all of these different things. I used to think na parang, oy, okay yan eh, magandang marketing strategy yan ah. Ano parang ano yung iano mo yung results. But then I come across programs na at the end of this program, you will become more confident in your pricing. That's process, 'di ba?
Mhm.
You become more confident in the way that you handle objections. Isa pa yan.
Mhm.
You become more confident in the way that you negotiate with your clients. Nagiging mas confident ka sa pag-handle ng sarili mong business. Alam mo na kaya mong mag-hire ng team that's going to uplift your own business. 'Di ba? So, tapos pag nakita mo, there is a stark difference between these two different programs. Kasi makikita mo na there's a certain methodology, there's a certain process dun sa nagmamarket ng proseso rather than nagmamarket ng resulta. Kasi usually, nakikita ko sa mga nagmamarket ng resulta, there's just one strategy. And that's it. If you don't follow this strategy to the letter, hindi ka magiging successful. And I don't believe in that because no strategy is one size fits all.
Yes, yes,
Alam mo
I
yun?
agree.
So when you're being enticed with this strategy, this exact proven strategy is what we use to earn X digits without experience. I mean, run away, dude.
I know. And I see a lot of those.
A lot of
Grab,
those.
whenever I see that, nakita ko offer sila, I check on their program, sabi ko, oh my God. Oh
'Di
my
ba?
God. Oh my God talaga. It's super not aligned. You
Yeah. And
know?
one thing that I would suggest if you want to invest in your learning, you want to upskill and things like that, don't just vet the program itself. Wag mo lang tingnan yung modules, wag mo tingnan yung mga free resources and all of these things. You want to vet the actual coach. You want to vet the actual company. Kasi if this is a company, or let's say kasi meron akong isa na in FBI investigate ko talaga.
Bakla
Alam mo na
to.
yan. But like, this person was selling a branding workshop or a branding thing, right?
Mhm,
Tapos, so I went through the program. I looked at the content of the program. Tapos parang iffy ako. So ang ginawa ko, ni-research ko yung name niya, ni-research ko yung company niya, And what I found out was that yung nasa website niya, parang inactive na yung mga brand niya. So that tells me that how can you teach me branding if the things that you have branded are not known, they're inactive, and they're not, they're not successful in the ways that you're describing, 'di ba? So
Yeah.
for me, if you're not able to get those results for yourself, how can I be assured that you will help me get those results? So ano yung proseso na
Correct.
yun, 'di ba?
Correct.
So para sa akin, you have to be very careful about the coach. You have to be very careful about the people that you want to work with. Ano ba yung naging background nila? What are the things, what are the things that they've done in their own business that they've actually succeeded at? Hindi lang yung sa coaching niya. Hindi mo lang titingnan yung resulta ng coaching niya. What are the actual business practices that they have? Ano
Yeah.
yung naging resulta niya? And that's the reason why I invested, for example, in Chris Do. Because,
Whew,
di ba?
grabe yun.
I invested in Chris Do. I paid $5,000 for the business bootcamp.
I
It's
know.
a 9-week
That's a
intensive with
lot of
him.
money.
It's a lot of money, but results for me, 14x. I 14x that investment already in what, 8 weeks? But it's not because binigyan nila ako ng framework, binigyan nila ako ng lead generation na ano, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. It's none of that. It's because they allowed me to improve my process. Tapos dun sa mga coaching calls niya mismo, inano niya ako parang nanggigrill talaga siya. he's gonna create a safe space for you to make mistakes. So usually ginagawa ni Chris is nagro-role play siya. O kunyari ikaw yung client, ako yung service provider. So naho-hone yung communication skills mo, naho-hone yung negotiation skills mo. So I like to invest in teachers who allow you to make mistakes, who allow you to parang simplify your own thought processes, who allow you to reframe, allow you to do all of these things, 'di ba? Para at the end of that, you come out as a better entrepreneur. You're being taught to fish, parang ganun.
Yeah. Whew, makaipon tayong yan. It's the end goal, it starts with likha and then pro group and then alam mo yun, bootcamp. Yun
Apply
naman
na
yung goal
apply.
eh.
Apply lang. Yeah.
Oo. Kaya nga ngayon pati part-time professor ginagawa ko na rin. Actually, kasi
Yeah.
connected siya sa ano ko eh. Connected siya sa restaurant training management ko na na consulting. Kasi tinuturo ko naman doon restaurant management at saka international cuisines, banquets and everything. So passion ko din. So connect and it's my alma mater also. So kaya in-accept ko
Nice.
na. Oo.
Nice.
That's why.
Congrats.
Thank you. Ayan,
Congrats.
talagang saya-saya. Oo, mga tinuturuan
Yes.
ko super, super, super lower batch ko. Ganon. Pag tinan mo yung ID number, sobrang layo na girl ng agwat. Diba?
Love
So
it.
yon and I think pagdating dito talaga it's very important that you really tama sabi ni Kia na you don't just invest on programs, you look at nga the coach background check and everything. And yung go-to ko talaga, yung mga pinuntahan nyo, si Chris Doe talaga. I've been consuming all his content. Sobrang, oh my gosh, yung 1-minute video pa lang niya, mind blown na ako. Ano pa kaya yung mga parating, di ba? So, darating tayo dyan, girl. Kaya guys, upskill. Invest on
Upskill.
learning. Oo, di ba?
Yeah,
Invest on.
definitely. And I think Jam, you have a lot of free resources. You have a lot of yung mga bagay na that people consume that helps them
Yeah.
that they don't have to pay an arm and a leg for. And here's the thing kasi and this is, if we're going to circle back into mindset, it's you don't need to pay 6 figures. You don't need to pay 5 figures for a course because yung mga free content na nakikita nyo online from Jam, from Chris Do, from from all of these different thought leaders, right? Um, unless you actually have the willpower and the grit to apply them and make the mistakes, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi these content pieces, they can only guide you so much. And these are
Yeah.
spoken out of people's experiences. So if
Exactly.
hindi mo siya itatry, you will never know if it's going to work for you or not. Kasi minsan, from a free content, minsan mag-change na yung buhay mo dyan eh. As long as you're willing to do the work. So you have to get your hands dirty. And wala rin siyang kwenta kung nag-cough up ka ng 250,000 pesos for an
Program.
intensive, for a
Yeah.
program, pero hindi ka rin naman gagalaw. Okay, so there's no magic pill when it comes to learning. You have to apply it.
Exactly.
Kailangan talaga you get your hands dirty. And that's the thing with us kasi takot tayo dun sa risks. But everything has risk. So you want to, take the risks which are worth it for you. And then you start low risk. That's why you get free content. You apply it. And then you
Mhm.
get a little bit of payment. Medyo may skin in the game. Kasi syempre mas masakit yun eh. Talagang gusto mo magkaroon ng return on investment pag nagbayad ka na eh. Diba? So,
Yeah.
it gives you a little bit more umph to do the work. Kasi
Yeah.
binayaran mo eh. Diba?
Yeah.
So, hindi siya magsa-stop sa matututunan mo lang. You have to try it. Even if it's a little bit uncomfortable for you, just do it one step at a time. Pero kailangan mag-a-apply ka.
Yeah. And that's one of the mindset I want to break also. Kasi
Mm.
a lot of like aspiring freelancers would really attend programs just to collect certificates,
Mm.
and they add it to their portfolio thinking that these certificates are enough for them
Mm.
to get in or to get the client. But in reality, as what you said, is the application, the experience, and the
Mm.
impact that you can give. Yun naman magpapayas talaga sa client eh. So
Mm.
for me, walang, like what you said, walang kwenta yung program. Kahit gaano kamahal pa yan. If we don't apply it, wala
Mm.
talaga. Certificates, these are just
Right.
signed papers. Period. That's it. 'Di ba? So,
That's right. That's right.
sana when you apply for programs, you have this intention to be doers of what you've learned,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, that's right.
'di ba? Kasi para akala nila after the program, oh my gosh, magaling na ako. Oh my
Mm.
gosh, ang ganda nito sa resume ko. Pasok, 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 pasok. Tuloy na
Mm.
siya. Pero, guys, it's not that. Ako nga,
Mm.
nagsimula
Ah.
ako, YouTube lang ako. Paano ako natuto mag-email marketing? YouTube lang ako. Hindi ako nag-program. Wala akong certificate. Ngayon,
Mm.
nag-email marketing na rin ako sa sarili kong brand. It's like that. It's all about applying. Diba? It's all
Mhm.
about applying.
Yeah.
Um, 'di ba? And the biggest chunk of this freelancing world is really planning before you transition, 'di ba? Like
Mm.
planning is very important. And
Mhm.
planning is being skipped nowadays. Sa
Yeah.
pagiging freelancer, 'di ba? Sa transition, ano ba dapat Kia ang mga pinaplano natin bago tayo sumabak sa gera as a freelancer?
That's a good question. Kasi hindi ako sumabak sa freelancing ng may plano.
Pareho tayo.
'Di
Ako
ba?
din.
No, but like, sa akin kasi, what I considered the plan for me was, kasi I'm the type of person who likes to learn fast and likes to apply fast. So, naging corporate jumper ako. If I feel like,
Correct.
my growth is already being stunted at one point, go na ako to another one. Ano pa yung kailangan kong ma-learn?
Super
Or saan pa
corporate.
ba ako pwede? 'Di ba? Super corporate ako,
Super
parang
corporate.
corporate jumper talaga ako. So parang
Yeah.
if something feels very stuck para sa akin, mabilis na ako ma-burnout, yung ganun. Usually I still do a lot of self-assessment kasi minsan hindi naman oy, bakit nga ba ako nabu-burnout? Is it because I spend so much time Facebooking before going to sleep, yung mga ganun. So medyo kino-question ko rin yung sarili ko nung time.
Yeah.
But however, when it comes to planning kasi, or parang easing into the transition towards entrepreneurship, ideally the scenario is you're planning 6 months ahead. So if you're already planning to do that, gusto mo nang maging freelancer, um, if you have a 9 to 5 job, for example, you have kids, depende kasi yun sa situation mo eh. You want to still carve out a little bit of time in order for you to work on yourself, to work on the skill that you want to hone. So for example, as a freelancer, if gusto mo maging copywriter. Let's say, if that's something that, parang you've already developed a love for the passion, a love for the process of
Yes.
copywriting or writing in general, ganun. Um, spend some time after work or kung saan man, spend some time reading. Spend some time consuming. Spend some time, journaling or parang practicing your own writing skills, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Increasing your communication skills, learning psychology, learning sales and marketing techniques in order to improve
Yeah.
your writing, 'di ba? So if you can set aside, for example, ang possible lang na masa-set aside mo is 30 minutes a day. Stick to that. Every single day, you carve out 30 minutes of your time in order for you to learn something
Correct.
for you. Okay? And then also carve out a little bit of your budget, put it in a time deposit or whatever, okay? Para by the time na magta-transition ka out of your employment towards freelancing, you have a little bit of cushion.
Yep.
So kasi hindi naman agad-agad makaka-find ka ng clients eh.
Yes.
Right? So you have to, and then a little bit of that time, you want to start increasing your network. You want to start joining groups. You want to start looking for clients that you might want to do a beta test with. Yung mga ganun.
Yeah.
So get the experience. Yung nga sinabi din ni Chris do. Sabi niya, the only way to get experience is to get experience.
And I get so
Okay?
much rants about it. Like, paano
Diba?
magkaka-experience hindi naman kami pinapasok or hindi kami ine-employ? Diba?
Mm.
I get a
Right,
lot of
right.
those comments.
Yeah. Yeah, if hindi kayo ine-employ, there's probably something that you're doing that's not appeasing the risk for the client. And let me
Yeah.
explain that kasi some of us think that clients hire the cheapest option. They don't. Clients do not hire the cheapest option. Clients hire the least risky option. So kahit na mag-charge ka man ng $500 to $600 per month on retainer. Kung para sa kanila risky option ka, hindi ka nila kukunin. Kahit na $200 pa yan. Kung risky option ka, hindi ka nila kukunin. Okay? So, if for example, you charge $1,200 per month, but clients see you as someone that they can trust, someone who can do the work for them, someone who can actually parang produce results para sa kanila, you have eliminated those risks, then they will pay you what you're worth.
Correct.
It's a simple concept pero it's a hard one to it's a hard one to learn. It's a hard one to apply.
Oo. Totoo yan. Sobrang it's a
Mhm.
process din. It's a
It's a
process.
process. Mm-mm.
Ako din, I can, sa lahat ng businesses ko, ang pinaka-confident lang talaga akong todong-todo is restaurant management training talaga. And before I got there, ang dami ko talagang mistakes, ang dami kong failures,
Yes.
and that's part of the process, no? And those
Mhm.
are the things consumers, the audience should see. They deserve to see all those kasi
Mm-mm.
na sila expectation versus reality mode. Alam mo 'yon?
Yeah,
Kaya
that's right.
yun
Yeah.
naman yung role ko din sa TikTok, sa space sa niche na to, sa space ko natin na I have to tell them what's real. Ano yung
Yeah.
real world?
Yeah.
What's happening out there? 'Di ba?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
yun yung purpose na nakita ko naman sa sarili ko pagdating sa social media. And it's working
Mhm.
so far, I guess. I've
Yes,
been
yes,
slowly
yes.
shifting
Mhm.
mindsets ng iba, I guess, because I see it from comments. May mga naninita
Mhm.
na doon. Oo, di ba? So, slowly.
Slowly
And
but surely.
siguro, grabe, no? Ang dami natin pag-usapan. Sobrang insightful. Sobrang malaman. But siguro to wrap this session, uh, ang pinaka-last na question ko na lang for Kia is that once na freelancer ka na, how do you sustain your business long term?
Keep upskilling. That's the only thing. This is something na tinuturo sa akin ngayon ni Chris, because we're doing mentorship talaga, kami ni Chris, and something that he taught me is all about the comfort zone. So the comfort zone, yung tingin natin kasi sa comfort zone is just parang it's just a zone. I mean, it's a zone that we're comfortable with, hence the
Yeah,
comfort zone, 'di ba?
yeah.
But what actually the comfort zone is for people who have a core. So, for example, a person's core is in writing. So, yung skill na na-develop mo, if you know like the T-shaped skill, if yung skill
Mm,
na na-develop mo na from before, siguro naaral mo na siya nung college, yung ganun. So, you found your core in a specific skill, that's going to be your comfort zone. So, in order for you to create a sustainable business, you have to find a core. You have to find this thing that you will anchor on. Kaya every time na mag-open up ka to the courage zone, another parang a zone that you're not comfortable with.
comfortable.
Aalis ka doon, kunyari maglo-learn ka na ano yung pwede mong ma-learn after ng copywriting. You're gonna learn sales or marketing, right? So you're going to learn marketing tactics. So if you're going to learn marketing tactics, it means meron ng strategy na kasama yan. So you're going to step out of the writing and then add marketing to it. So pag hindi masyadong nag-work sa'yo yung strategy sa ngayon, you can always step back in sa writing and you'll be okay. And then you're free to try another thing. So for example, if you want to explore naman sales funnels, let's say, di ba kasi
Yeah,
kailangan ng writing ng sales
yeah,
funnels eh. So if you want to explore sales funnels and then you found that, hey, you know what? This is something that I can actually do. So now it starts to expand. So yung comfort zone mo is now
expanding
writing for sales
to,
funnels,
yeah,
right? So
yeah,
now when you're expanding your core zone, yun nga yung sinabi, pinoint out din ni Cristo na um, it's a quote actually, the mind once it expands, it doesn't return to its original size. So once you have expound that zone of comfort, ngayon pwede ka na naman pumunta sa iba, or mag-learn ng something that's going to add to this core zone. So you're doing copywriting for sales funnels. Now what
yeah,
do you want to what do you want to learn more of? Maybe it's the psychology of persuasion, 'di ba? And if that intimidates you, it's okay. Go back in and then learn another thing. So if you go back to the comfort zone, you're okay, you're covered. You'll be fine. You can still earn, 'di ba?
yeah.
So that's what you need to do as a freelancer who is in this for the long game, is that you have to find your core. That's what you develop. You develop one core skill and then build on it and build on it and build on it. That's how you create a sustainable business. And it's not just isa pa to na natutunan ko sa coach ko, it's not just about being sustainable, it's also about being regenerative. Continuously improving. You're not just here, pero pag ganun ka. And that's the power of playing the long game. That's it.
Napapaisip ako sa mga sinasabi mo. Napapa-reflect akong ganun sa ko. Jam, nasaan ka doon? Char, hindi, pero I think lahat naman goes through that phase in life, no? Kaya guys, huwag kayong ma-discourage.
Mm.
Everyone goes through that, and
Yes.
it's time really who will really help us get through all of those.
Mhm.
Time. Time. Oo. Yun talaga
Yeah.
best friend natin, time eh. Time can improve
Mm.
us. Time can get us to where we want to go. We just really need to, respect time
Mhm.
and trust the process. Yun talaga.
Mhm.
And we've learned today, or me tonight, na instant gratification doesn't work. And to be a successful freelancer, you need to be number one. You should love problem solving. You should love um going through the process. You should respect time. Ayan. And you should give time for yourself also, no?
Mhm.
Yung time sa sarili mo na to improve, to
Mhm.
upskill, no?
Yeah.
As simple as listening to podcasts.
Mhm.
And one thing that I do instead, like while working now, instead of listening to music, I listen to podcasts. Ganun ako. Para productive,
Mhm.
I learn and work at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, it's yung small things na yun goes a long way talaga.
Mhm.
And to everyone who's here, um kung hindi nyo pa nakikita yung success na gusto mong ma-reach, that's okay. Ang importante is you're starting somewhere.
Yeah.
Kasi madami pa ring mga tao na sabi nila na I wanna start this but they never started. They never had the courage to start.
Mhm.
'Di ba?
Yeah.
And if you're failing now, it's part of the process.
Mhm.
As long as you know how to respond to that failure, then it will definitely go somewhere. 'Di ba?
Yeah.
Mag-improve ka talaga doon. And yun din yung reminder ko sa sarili ko na there are times na parang sinasabi ko sa sarili ko, shucks, Jam, walang kwenta yung service mo. Ganyan, may mga ganun ako moments na nagpapanik akong ganun. Siyempre kasi
Mhm.
bago pa lang, di ba? Pero sabi ko, process.
Mhm.
Let's not allow that situation define who you really are as a person.
Mhm.
Just overcome it and improve and learn from it. Yun ang mga learning sa akin sa life now, no? Any last thoughts, Kia, about our topic? Ang dami kong dada.
No, I love it. I love listening to you.
Thank you.
No, final thought siguro if we're going to be talking about mindset, if there's something that I want you guys um to learn tangibly, it's learn the power of reframing. So yung the power of reframing for me is for example, ay nako Monday na naman, I have to do this, right? When you reframe that into, oh, it's Monday, I get to do this, it just transforms the rest of your day. So if in the first place you're in this because gusto mo maka-achieve ng resulta ng iba, then you have to reassess if freelancing is really right for you. Kasi if you go into this for the process, then you're most likely in the right spot. But if you're in this just for the results, you need to reassess. Okay?
Yeah.
Kasi yung mindset natin, it will only work if you deliberately and intentionally train yourself to do that.
Yeah.
Deliberately. It's not hindi siya madali. Yung reframing, especially in a negative situation, all of
Yeah.
the negative
Sobra.
narratives that you have, mahirap siyang i-reframe. So you have
Sobra.
to be in this path because you love it. You're in this path because it makes sense to you and it makes the most impact. Um, if yun na kasi yung anchor niya, magiging mas madali para sa mag-reframe
Yeah.
ng mga negative situation. So, if there's anything that you need to learn in terms of the right business mindset, learn to reframe.
Learn to reframe, guys. And message to myself also. Learn to reframe. And I'm very positive, no? Na
Mm,
we will get there. We will all get there, guys. And
mm.
that's why we have each other. No, that's
Yes,
why we have each other.
you have this
Ayan,
community.
yes, community is very, very important talaga. Lalo na sa industry natin. Anyways, Kia, do you have anything to plug? Do you have anything to plug?
Definitely the Likha Creative Entrepreneurship Summit, oh, di ba? Summit, if you guys are curious, just go to likhasummit.com. And if you're not already following me on TikTok, go at Kia Abrera, no spaces. Yun lang po.
Naku, te,
Thank
kung
you.
hindi mo talaga pina-follow si Kia, hindi talaga pwede. The first time, yung unang video ko na nakita mo is yung about working by the beach. Yung pangalawa na
Ah,
nakita ko na video mo was yung nanggigigil ka sa mga charging of premiums. Yung dalawang yun.
Nagigil
Nakakaloka.
talaga ako dun.
Oo, gigil siya. Ramdam ko pero in a very professional manner ang gigil niya. Ako
Professional
kasi
gigil.
barda manner ang gigil ko eh.
Ay nako,
Barda.
alam mo na, 'pag ako nakipagbardagulan, alam mo na, straight English.
Oo, hindi talaga pwedeng makipagbardagulan sa'yo.
How
Hindi
dare you have the audacity, mga ganyan
Oo,
yung
hindi
lengguwahe ko
hindi
'pag
ako hindi ako
nakipagbardagulan.
lalaban sa ganyan sis, oo. Do'n lang ako sa comfort zone, gano'n lang ako.
Ganyan tayo, balik tayo, balik.
'Di ba? Ayun yung mga nagte-thank you, ayan si Mitch, ayan si John, good evening daw. KM,
Evening.
thank you daw. Iba talaga 'pag maganda ang mindset kasi lalo kang nagiging prepared.
Mhm.
Thanks daw, sabi ni Chelsea. Ayan, and sabi ni Ben, thank you din daw. Ayan, I hope you guys
You're welcome.
learned a lot from this session because I did. As in like, napa-reflect ako, napamulan ako, reflection. Ayan, no? Napaganan ang lola mo. And I'm very excited to meet you in
Reaction.
person, Kia. Hindi ako nakasama sa UNICEF. Sa likha. Sa likha, makikita tayo
Magkikita
ni
tayo.
Andrea, yes, and ni John
Yes.
Cornwell. Ayan,
Mhm.
magkikita
We'll
tayo
see
doon.
each other, pati sa networking night.
Yeah,
Yes.
may friend din akong nag-apply si Chibog Time, si Mark. Yeah, si
Hmm.
Chibog PH. Ayan, siya din pupunta
Mhm.
din siya. Ay, sabi ni ni Andy, thank you Kia din daw. Ayan.
You're
So yeah,
welcome.
thank you so much Kia for your time. Meron pa. Ayan. Sabi ni Leslie, sobrang thank you sa new learning coach Jam and Coach Kia. Hindi pa rin ako sanay na tawag sa akin coach. Hindi ko deserve yung coach. Wag nga kayo. Jovelyn. Ayan, content creator lang po ako. Oo. Impart lang ako. Ayan, thank you guys. Thank you Kia for saying yes to this.
Thank you.
Tawag dito, I hope you guys learned a lot from this session. Yet, tomorrow, or no, on Friday, 8 p.m., meron tayong live session once again. It's a free webinar where we talk about wala ka nga ba talagang experience? So yun ang
Hmm.
ating topic on Friday because people are like, oh my gosh, wala akong experience. So, duh, may profession ka na ngayon, pwede mong pagkakitaan yan sa freelancer. What are you talking about? Parang yan ang pag-uusapan natin with Sheila. So, come on, pag-uusapan natin yan. And Kia, once again, thank you so much for saying yes to this. Thank you for all the, the insights and the impartation. If you haven't followed her yet, all her links are up here or down there. Ayan, balikan nyo na lang kung hindi nyo napanood ng buo. And di ba? And follow her kasi ang daming matutunan kay Kia, I swear. Follow her.
Thank
Dito
you.
pala. Ayan. That's it for us for today. Maraming salamat and we'll see you guys again on the next session.
See you on TikTok.
Bye!
Bye.
TikTok tayo.